everybody. Hold on a second. I'm going to go back to the intro because that's not what I wanted. I'm just having fun here with my my stuff. Hang tight. All right, we're in. Hey, Will Roberts here, the honest Huckster. Welcome to the show today. little bit of a timer glitch. My Timex kept licking or ticking and got a licking. Welcome to the show today. Today is a fun day because I've got two really awesome guests on. And it's really not about the guest today in per se. It's really today it's about this new show we have that is a virtual extravaganza. I should look up here. Sorry. Keep forgetting where my camera is. A virtual extravaganza. So today I'm going to introduce you to the other two components, the magicians, the performers, the amazing performers that are in the Zoomfield Follies show that if you'd like, as a matter of fact, we have a couple shows coming up for New Year's Eve. If you would like to book us for a show, you simply can go to zoomfieldfollies.com or, gonna love this, only one of these guys knows this one, NAN eveningofmagic.com. And eveningofmagic.com, you can go there and click on it and have us three entertain you. And, we can add in more people. You want bubble people, you want people who are dressed funny or whatever, we can bring them into the equation if you'd like. Via our system here, as you can see, the beautiful outline of all the different overlays and fun little stuff coming in and out. Plus, one thing that I'm really kind of excited about that we all got together creatively and put our minds to is that we can also put lower thirds on the bottom, like you see the Follies symbol there or the icon, your company icon to brand you, all kinds of fun stuff. So pretty darn excited of our evening of magic and entertainment. So on top of all that, I've got some other skills that I do, from trick roping to gun spinning to balloons to, hey, master of some of these traits. And so now with that being said, let me kind of switch to things here. I've got to put my glasses on. I hope you're all having a great time out there right now, virtually and even off the virtually. I'm going to bring in my first guest, one of the people that starts the show. He is an amazing magician. He is a gentleman that I met through another good, wonderful magician that I know, Rudy Tinoco of the Magicians Forum, Mike Powers, and I'm so glad to bring him in. And here he is. Mike, how are you, buddy?
Hey, doing good, Will. Glad to
Hey.
see you, my friend.
You too. And again, folks, like I said, in the bottom of the screen, you can see zoomfieldfollies.com. If you'd like, you can go there and check it out and book the show. We can customize it. Mike, I am so excited to have you as the close-up magician. And one of the reasons why is because you are obviously you're very good and you're an award-winning magician, but also your setup and giving people a perspective of our evening of magic. Can you take us around your little tour? I'm going to let you go. See if I can get me off here. And then I'm going to
Sure.
let people see you. Hold on one second. I'm going to add something here just like this. And I'm going to bring you in here, Mike, just like this. Mike Powers comes in here just like, actually, let's just bring you in right there. Good. So this is Mike. And Mike, give us a little tour about what we would see in our show if we saw you doing your close-up.
Sure. Yeah, I've got a trick for you today too. Well, let me show you the setup. I think you can tell that I'm sitting here in Northwest Indiana through the miracle of Zoom technology, or not Zoom, but just internet technology. I can project myself through that camera into your living room. So ideally, you'd be sitting across the table from me or on the sides, and we'd be having some fun with close-up magic. But let me show you where I'm at, like in the big picture of things. This kind of shot, if we do a show, I want people to see that I'm not surrounded by, technicians that are doing crazy stuff off camera. This is just my library, and this is my setup. But there's a lot of space that we don't need out on the sides. So I thought, I've got these cameras, I've got some technology. What about this shot? Now you can see me, keep me honest over here so you can see the whole deal that I'm working on. But then you can get in close in the upper right if you want to. Then I thought, I don't know if that's enough. Maybe we should have an over the shoulder shot like this, where you could see that, my iPhone here is set to show some time because I have a trick that uses time. And, so I've got my stuff here and I can bring it in to where in the left-hand shot, it would be hard to go like this and say, can you guys read that? So it's a really nice setup. Also, if I need to, I can get in and make that the entire shot or this the entire shot. So now we can get in really detailed, especially when I'm teaching magic. This is what I would probably do. Here's the rear view and so on. But for a show, I think this is the main view. And then possibly in the show I will be doing when we have our shows later this week, this shot can come into play as well. But it gets a little, then there's three things to watch. I like this shot a lot because it's sort of like, keep me honest over here. You can see exactly what I'm doing. And then the upper right, you can get in kind of close. So that's basically what I'm doing here. Should I do a trick, Will?
Absolutely. Go ahead and do something, my friend.
Okay. Well, I'm going to just stay with this shot because I think you can see very clearly what I've got here. I've got my deck and I've got some jokers sitting right in front of me. And I would point out that in a normal deck, there are just two jokers. But I've taken the liberty of adding two extra jokers because this thing is so much fun. Why would I only want to do it twice? I would want you to see this happening, let's just say 4 times. Now, I've told you that I've got 4 jokers here, but sometimes people don't trust the magic dude. So let's double check. I've got 1, 2, 3. Yes, there are 4 jokers, and these jokers match the deck both in back design and color. So here's what happens. If I take a joker and rub it on the other jokers, clearly that causes friction. And as we know, friction causes heat. With enough heat, we get the card to turn red hot. So with the first joker has actually gotten hot enough to become red hot. Well, I think we're going to have to try this again. Just a little rubbing, friction, heat. Oh yeah, this joker changed that time. So that's 2 jokers have become red from the friction. Let's try this a third time. Third joker. That red hot joker should be just about enough to change that joker as well. So we have not just 1, not just 2, but we have 3 jokers that have all started blue and now are red. Well, that leaves this last one, and I've saved the best for last. I'm going to just use some maximum friction, running this card through my hand and out the other side, squeezing down on it until, yep, wow, that is a hot card, my friends. Now, if I take that card and put it on the deck, that's enough heat to actually make the entire deck change to red. And I hope that was an enjoyable experience. I do have 4 jokers here that I would then put away. And the deck can now be used for the rest of the show. So we would continue on with these cards. So that's a little teaser that might open my show. And later in the show, actually, I've got a trick to teach everybody. So it's kind of a cool little close-up performance. Let me come back in here so I can.
Shot.
Yeah, we got a kind of weird shot there.
What I love about this is that you're giving such a neat little perspective of people that can't, in watching magic on virtually, that you can see all these really great angles, like you said, keep you honest. But the other thing that I like that you just mentioned that I was excited about bringing up is that one of the things that we're doing in our show is we're doing a trick at the end where one of us, myself, Mike, or Faust, will show you how to do a trick. And if you're in the midst of one of our party virtual extravaganza shows, you're going to walk away with learning how to do a magic trick that you can show your friends, as long as you keep it secret, because if you don't, we'll hunt you down.
That's right.
That's kind of fun. Hey, looks like we had Tommy Burnett, who says, "Hey, very nice, Mike." There are some of our comments there, and of course, I'm going to put my glasses on and see someone else on here saying something as well. Kid Colt says, "I'm here." I don't know who that is, but I'm just kidding. Oh, I know who that is. How are you, sir? So, now I'm going to move on to our other performer. We're going to get you back in here, Mike. But our other performer, I'm going to take it over here like this and bring it to my single shot. It is probably, I have to admit, one of my. I like different styles of magic. Mike happens to be one. There's another style I like, and there is a performer that I think personifies this. And this is why, number one, we've become very good friends, and in and on off the virtual landscape. And one of the things I love about this performer is that he has really taken his art and craft and combined it together with a very sort of a, I don't want to say spiritual, but an experience, a magical experience for an evening of magic, of course. And so I'm going to show you a little demo of this performer, and I think you're going to love it. This is our friend Chris, and of course, he is Faust, and Chris Heron. And with that being said, I want you to take a look at something that I think is very cool. And just let's see if I can find that spot right here. Oh, wait a minute. Wow, wait a minute now. Oh, there you go. Oh, my goodness. Wow, Faust, that was very clever. Welcome, my friend.
How's it going, Will? Pleasure to be here once again. Thank you so much for having me.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. I always, again, I love to get together with you because when I look into your room, your virtual room, it just brings me to another place and time, and I love that part.
Well, I appreciate it. This it is a parlor and it's kind of based on the 19th century, Victorian era, and I really put a lot of study into it to try to recreate that sort of feeling of how it was done in the bygone era. And so through this, show that we're doing together, I hope to bring that to audiences and give them that experience.
Yeah, I just love the fact that between you and Mike, as a matter of fact, well, let's just bring each other on. Hold on a second. I'm gonna. You got people. You have fans out here, my friend. You have definitely have fans. You've got, of course,
Oh,
Tommy loves you, and of
Tommy,
course another gentleman right there. Yay, Chris. That
Chris.
mask you're wearing is scaring me, Christopher. But uh, just before I bring Mike back into this, how's your how are you doing virtually? Are you enjoying yourself? Are you? I know your experiences are being just well received, obviously by people online.
Well, it's an unexpected journey with the virtual thing. I think many of us can talk for days about how, we weren't even performing virtually. I mean, we were traveling literally to do live shows. But I think I fared well in the virtual world, fortunately,
Yeah.
and I kind of enjoy it. I mean, look at your production here, Will. I mean, these are things that you can't do live,
Yeah.
and I think it opens the door to so many things beyond what we can do live, and just the overall presentation. It's wonderful.
Yeah, I think the only thing I can tell you is that when we do get back to live, the first show you and I do together, I'm going to get a large paint can and I'm going to speak into it so it echoes a lot. There are
Yes.
so many things. There are so many things virtually that it's kind of a good thing. And actually, let me bring in our other person, Mike, here, our three shot here, to talk about this because here's the thing. Uh, I know you can understand this too, Mike, and as a performer and also technician, we've all become really these new sort of technician. And I think about this when I was younger, there was a joke that as an actor, people would say, "Oh, I was kind of not going to say prima donna, but I was the guy in the dressing room going, oh." I would never be a stage manager. I would never be backstage. I'm not striking sets. And as I grew older and more wise, I realized because I became a person that learned all of this stuff because one out of a necessity of our modern day world, even before COVID, being able to take your phone and doing social. Wait a second, I'm just kidding. Being able to take your social media and being able to be the master of your own, PR, and then being able to put yourself on, and then came this COVID stuff, and here we are. We're faced with a different set of rules and tools. Am I right, guys?
Indeed.
That was a quick answer. All right. Uh, I expected if I spoke for 5 minutes, you guys might give me more than. Yeah, you bet. It's good. Anyway, obviously,
Yeah.
I'm the guy, just so we're clear, you have the lineup here of the Zoomfield Follies show that you can book. Obviously, I'm the mouthpiece, or I'm just the one who mouths off a lot. Uh, by all means, on my far right, of course, Chris, he is Faust, and of course, in the middle, Mike Powers. All just both. I'm so honored to be working with these two guys. We can have other people in the equation too, if you like it. Guys, Chris, any other thoughts about the virtual show and what we're bringing to people?
Yeah, I think, when we first started this out, Will, I think we had this idea of the Ziegfeld and bringing back vaudeville and just, not just in general with magicians or just magic. I think we've explored and can bring different styles of magic, different styles of performers. And, we want to really give that to the people,
Yeah.
that old sort of vaudeville show.
Sure.
Yeah.
The escape that we are, because we're all three totally different performers, and the escape that we give people is, and we all three agree upon this because Mike, you've got the best setup I've ever seen even before COVID. Chris, you have an amazing set, and I just had my curtains steamed, so. And the fact of the matter is that we all have a high level of expectation about what we put out. So I'm not going to lie to you. Sometimes we're, doing pre-show stuff and we're trying to do this, and it can be difficult. But we're aiming to please and to be able to give you an experience. Again, I go back to an evening of magic and entertainment, and something that you hopefully, not hopefully, you will walk away not too far, only to your bedroom maybe, or wherever it may be. You'll walk away saying, I've just never experienced anything like that before, and we got to do it again. So, Mike, thoughts?
Yeah, well, I really like your characterization of the variety show, and I hadn't seen Chris's act before, or parts of his act, just a little snippet, and I thought this is really cool. But today I got a little deeper inside what's going on there. I love the room. I totally dig this Victorian idea. I was a little weirded out by those. I think they're masks over your right shoulder back there. I thought they were skulls for a while, Chris, and I thought, I don't know, what am I getting into here? Because they look pretty realistic. But I'm sort of the more straight guy doing head-on close-up magic, more, contemporary style. And then we kind of drop back into the Victorian, and it's a really cool, I think the word texture describes it, right? It's like, it's not just one thing going on. So it's like guys getting up, there's another card trick. I love cards, and they have a place, and I hope people enjoy it. And then they're going to get on and take a ride into Chris's world. And then they're going to come back and take a ride into Will's world, which I think is you get a little taste of the guns and stuff, which I find very scary because, they're kind of pointed at me sometimes. But anyway, since you're way out there, we're safe from that. But no, I think it's a great show concept with a lot of texture, and everybody's got their little niche market in there, not market, but place in the show. So at the end of the day, people are going to have a really cool thing to talk about the next day with their friends and say, listen to this, listen what I saw yesterday. It's going to be hard to describe. It's going to be hard to describe what happened, because be there to see it.
Right. With that being said, I'm going to play a promo and come back and we'll say goodbye. Hang tight, everybody.
Will Roberts here, the Honest Huckster. Today I want to tell you about a wonderful, amazing, outstanding, colorful, new variety virtual extravaganza vaudeville show. Say that 10 times fast. Anyway, this is a one-of-a-kind show where there are 3 performers. There's an opening act, Mike Powers, who is an award-winning magician. And, by the way, he's our close-up opening act. He's amazing, engaging, and just a darn nice guy. Then we have Faust. Faust is an award-winning magician as well, who does an amazing style of magic with pantomime. The wall, the ball, all your favorites. He's also an amazing professional magician. Color, lots of fun, and more. And then, of course, there's me, the Honest Huckster. I'm the variety part of the show. Former Cirque du Soleil act, a 2-time Guinness World Book of Records holder for trick roping, gun spinning, whips, and also, I'm a professional magician. I'm the medicine show magician, the huckster, the hustler. Check for your wallet. Your customized show will be a virtual extravaganza, whether it's a party, a birthday party, an anniversary, or a corporate event. We can bring our show to the comfort of your own Zoom. I get it. Zoom, anyway. Oh, and once you see our Zoom studios, they're amazing. You'll see the beautiful graphics we have, overlays, and we can even customize the show and brand it with your logo. This way your audience feels that it is a show that you have created just for them. So bring a touch of magic and excitement and vaudeville to your next virtual gathering. Just click on the link below and let's have some fun. Now, I gotta get out of here.
You know what con man means, right? For long? No. Confidence man. Basically is a guy, it's a guy that feeds back. A guy that, gets people to believe what they want, can cure anything they have, from arthritis to bursitis to if you got a bad relationship or something, they'll smoke and mirrors. Kind of like nowadays they call it a politician. I only speak the truth. But what they do is they convince people, turn me down a little bit. There you go, I'll just speak, I'll use my theater voice. All right, anyway, so what they do is they convince folks, the medicine show man, flim flam, con man, doesn't matter what it is, they'd get in that town and they'd convince you that what you needed was what they had to sell. So I'll tell you what, we're going to do a little something with that here. First of all, sir, I'd like you to do me a favor. Now, what's your name?
Deuce.
Deuce? All right, I'd like you to do me a favor, sir. I have a deck of cards here. I'd like you to do me one little favor. By the way, my name is Will. I am the Honest Huckster. Everybody say howdy, Will.
Hey.
All right, we're going to have a lot of fun. I have to tell you, there's an awful lot of you out there, and I'm very excited about that. Sir, I want you to do me a favor. You're going to think of one card. It doesn't matter what card it is. 52 cards in the deck, including no jokers, so don't think of the jokers. But if you don't mind, I'd like you to do me a favor and just say that card out loud.
Two of diamonds.
Would you be amazed if I cut the cards and that was the two of diamonds?
I would.
So would I. Okay. Here's what we're going to do. I'm going to have you do me a favor, madam, next to him. Are you with him? What did you say? The what?
Two of diamonds.
All right. Madam, what was the card that he said? Okay, here's what we're going to do. We're going to take the cards. We're going to cut them just like this. I'd like you to do me a favor. Both of you come on up here right here. Don't be afraid. Yeah, put your pictures down. You can use your cameras. What's your name? Yep, Tammy, a big hand, everybody. Tammy, I want you to do me a favor. I'm going to cut the cards a couple times. By the way, I always tell folks if they find anything wrong with this deck. That's not funny, man. Not exactly where I want you to laugh. But you do what you want. All right, I'm going to take these cards, and here's what we're going to do. I want you to do me a favor. You're going to say stop sometime. But first of all, before I do that, my disclaimer. If you can find anything wrong with this deck, once I get done with it, I'll hand it to you. I'll give you $100 once I make it. Okay, here we go, ma'am. You're going to say stop. You're going to riffle a card, say stop on it. You're going to memorize that card. Are you ready? And when you see it, you're going to say it out loud. Ready? Ready? Say stop. One more time. Here we go. Here we go. No, it doesn't matter. Ready? Ready? Stop. What are you looking underneath? It's going to go somewhere. Just say stop. Stop moving. Stop moving. Here we go. Ready? Say stop. Here we go. Oh. Sometime between the middle and the top. Right. Yeah, I know. That's like my old one. Here we go. Say stop. Oh, my goodness. You take a while. Here we go. All right. All right. I'm ready.
Two clubs.
No, wait, no. Good. No, what was not the two of clubs? He said, what was the card he said? See, you failed already. We're in trouble. 20 more minutes. Go. Ready? Say stop.
Stop.
Okay, what was the card he said? This is the card you stopped on. What was? Okay, here's what I like. Is that the two of diamonds? Why? It's all right. Don't get. Just relax, everybody. All right, take this and put this against your body. Don't let me touch you. Me too. All right, don't move. What was the card you picked? Say it out loud. The one you just picked, madam. Yeah, stop. Don't get your hand. Keep your hand on your chest. What was the test? What was the card you picked? Anybody else remember? Nine of diamonds. Just remember that. Just checking the briefs. All right, guys, we're back. Just wanted to throw a little of that out there. That was actually in Quartzsite, Arizona, where I don't know if you guys know what Quartzsite is a place where lots of people go once a year to dig up rocks. A lot of RVs. Anyway. Hey, to end this out, guys, I just want to say we've got a new year here that we're facing and lots of other stuff. And, this is just off the cuff, but I want to ask Chris, what's 2021 looking like for you, magically or otherwise? Are you ready to take it on?
I'm definitely ready to take it on, Will. What's in store? Who knows? But I do imagine us doing more of this. I mean, there are a lot of people out there who've taken this virtual performing to a whole different level, and I'm just kind of excited to see where it goes. And of course, I hope to get back to live as well.
Yeah, absolutely. How about you, Mike?
Well, first I'm going to have to relearn how to drive. I think it's been, I can't remember the last time I was in my car, just hunkered down here in Indiana. But no, I think 2021, we know it has to be a good year compared to 2020. There's just no doubt about that. And I think that we'll come out the other side of this tunnel that we've been in. But me personally, I've had a lot of time to think about magic, to read more than I usually do, to make some videos. And I'm finding videos are very helpful. So I've been using the time constructively. And once we get back to some degree of normalcy, it sure will be fun to do a trick for somebody sitting across the table.
Absolutely, I totally agree with you. And I'm going to have to learn how to drive too, but I think I'll start with the putter. With that being said, where's my rim shot? I've got one here somewhere.
Give you a
Oh, that's not it. That's a trick. Oh, wait a minute now. Ladies and gentlemen, we are the Zoomfield Follies, and of course, by all means, if you just say, "Hey, look, I don't want you. You talk too much, Will. I want Mike or want Chris," you can certainly get a hold of us on Zoomfield Follies or an eveningofmagic.com and check out and put a request in. I've been getting actually a pretty good amount of requests. We've got a handful of shows coming up here really soon, and so we're sharpening up the stone and we're giving the rabbit a haircut and all that other stuff. And by all means, we hope that you can join us. Guys, thanks for joining again. And I think we're very excited about moving forward and having a good time and creating an interesting night of magic.
Indeed.
All right. Hey, folks, I want to say thank you very much for coming to the show. I really do think that you're going to have a great time. You can check us out. I'll leave you out with the promo again that you saw in the beginning. And I hope you enjoy yourselves. Be well, be safe, wear a mask.
Will Roberts here, the Honest Huckster. Today I want to tell you about a wonderful, amazing, outstanding, colorful, new variety virtual extravaganza vaudeville show. Say that 10 times fast. Anyway, this is a one-of-a-kind show where there are 3 performers. There's an opening act, Mike Powers, who is an award-winning magician. And, by the way, he's our close-up opening act. He's amazing, engaging, and just a darn nice guy. Then we have Faust. Faust is an award-winning magician as well, who does an amazing style of magic with pantomime. The wall, the ball, all your favorites. He's also an amazing professional magician. Color, lots of fun, and more. And then, of course, there's me, the Honest Huckster. I'm the variety part of the show. Former Cirque du Soleil act, a 2-time Guinness World Book of Records holder for trick roping, gun spinning, whips, and also, I'm a professional magician. I'm the medicine show magician, the huckster, the hustler. You know, check for your wallet. Your customized show will be a virtual extravaganza, whether it's a party, a birthday party, an anniversary, or a corporate event. We can bring our show to the comfort of your own Zoom. I get it. Zoom, anyway. Oh, and once you see our Zoom studios, they're amazing. You'll see the beautiful graphics we have, overlays, and we can even customize the show and brand it with your logo. This way your audience feels that it is a show that you have created just for them. So bring a touch of magic and excitement and vaudeville to your next virtual gathering. Just click on the link below and let's have some fun. Now, I gotta get out of here.